Buongiorno ragazzi, welcome to today's video. It's a monumental one for us in our entire journey of getting here to Italy. Come baby. You guys, we have been waiting for 6 freaking months. It feels so good to be sitting right here, having the doors open. I'm letting it run for a little bit right now because the battery was completely dead. I'm hoping that it'll charge it enough. I let it run for a little bit. Fortunately, they drained almost every bit of gasoline in there. I totally get it for like shipping weight purposes and stuff, but like when we turned the vehicle in, we asked them if we needed to like have it at a certain level, and they said, nope, just leave it there, we'll take care of the rest. I should have assumed that they were going to drain it. So like when I had it turned on, the gas can light was on, and luckily I had like 10 liters of fuel here that I could just throw in. One check. Oops, that's a little short. This is also probably going to be a really fun summer because I'm just realizing that we have a lot of biting insects out here that are not mosquitoes as well. We've seen horseflies, and then I think I just saw a tiny, maybe even like a baby horsefly of some sorts. No idea. Try and keep out the bugs. I'm going to end up just closing up the bag to keep them all out too. There we are for now. It is such an awesome feeling being able to have this open here. But it is time to get back to work, so we're going to pause here and we'll come back in a few hours. Come baby. You guys, we have been waiting for 6 freaking months. Sorry if you think that's a bad word.
Freaking?
Freaking months. Because...
that's the G version.
Well, I know, but some people still think it's bad. We finally have our camping van that we bought in November of last year. So.
Say 6 months.
Say Maisie.
Say Maisie.
Way too long.
Way too long.
We got it this morning, and it's actually turned out to be a beautiful day that we're excited to dive in. We just dropped the girls off at some friends, and this is our date night for tonight.
We were, maybe gonna do something fun. Then we decided, what's more fun than being with our camper van?
And especially since we're hoping to take it out tomorrow. So we're in a bit of a time crunch to get a few things done, but we wanted to let you know that our new family member finally made it here. We're going to be doing some work tonight to get it ready for hopefully going camping this weekend.
We'll show you inside.
So as you guys can tell, this is going to be our new favorite place because so much has already been set up. Like you guys saw, if you watched our video of the camper van tour when we were in Japan, it's a really versatile place, and like it's got so many things already done. For a full van tour, be sure to check out that video. We're going to be really quick today to say all of these seats lay down flat. It's a nice massive bed area for us. The seats in the back pop up for extra seating, dining table. This flips around, kind of our mini kitchen here, and then the seats. For the food. And of course, up top you can see that we have the pop-up tent. The girls have already been super excited. Noah and I already spent some time up there this morning. Before we left Japan, we decided to take a little bit of this stain or paint that was on the wooden sides, the natural wood side. So we're going to be doing that this evening, trying to get as much of that done. But we're going to be doing it not with hand sanding like we did last time. We were able to get off of some of the local Facebook pages here some really cheap tools, including a few sanders. We're going to be replacing the very tops of this at some point, probably not tonight because it's like the adhesive stuff, and then we'll probably be getting everything a little fresh coat of paint at some point as well.
You guys, look at the difference. This looks much better than this color, in my opinion. Please hit the comments and tell us which one you would prefer, Tanner's, Risa's. It came with these Japanese curtains, which are super nice that they're in there. I just don't like this.
They look so new though. That's the issue.
Yeah, they look good.
They look like in such good condition.
They're in good condition, they don't look good. So I found a thrifted quilt that actually will tie in the blue. Blue's his favorite color. We're gonna make him work, you guys. This is a low cost thrifting project, and honestly, if we left everything the way it was, we'd still love it because it's a camper van that we're gonna spend so many family memories in. But
let's reiterate something. It's not a low cost vehicle. It was anything but that. But considering what we were getting, we are definitely getting the bang for the buck. We talked a little bit more about that in our other video, so be sure to look in those notes. But really quickly, we got this at the Japanese auction, and it was a really fun experience to be able to do that. I was able to go and be there when the dealer who I was working with was bidding and eventually won it. Barely, by like a very, very last minute click.
mask? Tanner.
Oops, oops. Oh. Ready to go. Now putting in some of the final touches. We put these in our unaccompanied baggage when we first left Japan. They got here when we were in the hotel, and they've been in our closet ever since. So I am definitely not following any fire code or safety code with this, so very hypocritical of me, but we are daisy chaining to see if the converter, because it's a Japanese vehicle, it has like the Japanese/American plug, and it's 110 volts or 100 volt for our camping van. So I'm going to be looking into getting a different converter kit itself.
One of these.
That is much more practical than this lug of a dug thing. These things are very heavy that a lot of people use for like American appliances. Doesn't really look that complicated, but that will probably be like a very much later project depending on how this works. So,
and we need power for our fridge.
well, we don't need it, but if we want to use the fridge, yes.
Yeah, we want to use the fridge.
Okay, so we're gonna plug this in here after we plug it in to the main power.
Who knew sanding could take so long? With an electric sander too.
So on this side here, we've got this little baby plugged in now.
So this is the cord that Tanner plugged in.
Yeah.
Hey there.
See there.
And this is our beautiful sanding job. This will be painted. Yeah.
Oh, it's maybe our sink.
Yay!
It worked, but that's a temporary fix. But it is good that all the wiring is good. And I think the issue right now is it's probably too high of a voltage, why it's like pulsing like that. It looks like we have a functioning fridge as well. So everything electrical seems to be in good working order.
And I snagged some rugs there, so I'm gonna go and like test them out. And this is my thrift store quilt.
It even smells old and
Vintage.
it's not even that old material, I don't think. But
It feels like really heavy, so it might not be like the summer blanket.
like a good shoulder season and winter one.
Yeah, but it's gonna tie it in. Are we gonna fit everything in? Give us your tips and tricks. I don't know how people live in vehicles, literally.
Lots of storage. Probably not too many people live a family of 4 in this size, although I'm sure there are some. The moment you've all been waiting for. I reveal to you our portable toilet. Yes, brand new. Even has a little cleaning brush inside this little bag of instructions. And we got this one in Japan because, well, that's where the car's made, so it was going to have the highest chance of finding one that fitted the exact dimensions. And we did. So you have underneath here the little place where we'll be putting our little blue chemi solution that will then be able to be pumped into the toilet and then dropped into the waste bin. And then you'll be able to take that to the little dispense area. And there you go. Our little toilet. I guess it's really in the bottom here. The other stuff sits up here, and then it all goes there, empty out. But you get the whole gist. And it fits nicely in the back, and it has a little indent where the cushion sits. Not sure if you guys can hear that, but we have a very big cumulonimbus storm cell. I think honestly it's going to move a little bit away from us like it did a few days ago, but that is one thing I have actually loved quite a bit, is that there are very frequent afternoon thunderstorms here. I think for the next week or two we're supposed to have several during each week. I think it'll be fun to look out the windows or in the yard and be able to see from a distance a lot of these storms, because I absolutely love watching the weather. Another thing that I'm not going to bring out here right now is going to go up here, and that is the awning. So this actually took me quite a while last time to figure out how to get off. That was because it has rivets, or rivets are like the little fastening bits that are unlike screws and unlike nails, where you can remove them with like the tools pretty easily in and out. The rivet will like actually sit in there and stay in there until you like break it. And so I had accidentally broken them the wrong way, but I was eventually able to use like a little punch and punch through the little metal ball that sits inside of them and then be able to release it. It took me much longer than it should have, but I'm looking forward to putting it back up here. Not tonight, probably get that tomorrow once I do buy those same rivets to put back on.
So jump back, gosh, 5 months when we were in Japan. We had only our luggage, okay? All of our stuff had moved out at this point. Even our van was gone at this point, but I couldn't help but keep the van in the back of my head and shop a little bit for our camper van. So I found a really awesome store that was super affordable in the Yokosuka Chuo Mall, right next to the Yokosuka Chuo station. Oh, just talking about it, I'm a little reminiscent. Anyways, I think it was called 6 Cents. I snagged some rugs. This was the rugs, 2 of them, which I actually pulled from her bathroom because we used them. They might not fit. And then I didn't know if we wanted any like shelf stuff. I have scissors.
Oh yeah,
that we could just like cut and just like put in the bottom real quick. And then I didn't know if we wanted like a lighter duvet. This is like the spare one that could maybe work at the top.
Good. The rugs fit, so that's a big win. The last thing here was we have our table. So we actually took off the coating already for this one back in Japan and spent many evenings trying to scrub this off. And we're still deciding if the table can go in the front and the back. I know it can go in the back for sure, where we were able to flip the seats and then have the table sit for like a table of 4, back seats and the middle seats. But it also might go before because there's a spot for it. So I'm gonna try.
I think.
Yeah, these are good. So I think you just throw these down, and yeah, that works pretty good. So it'll work as like a table here to prep food. Also, if people are taking a nap, I guess a place to work on.
How do you take the table off?
You gotta pinch the things on both sides.
At the same time?
Well, I think you got it one at a time. There you go, a little harder.
Woo! Have to learn the tricks.
While she's doing that, I wanted to test. I just put some water underneath. Oh, we have water!
placing this in the bottom of the fridge. And the fridge is getting really cold, so good sign.
Now for the plate. I'm no joke at getting electrocuted. Okay, because we have a lot to learn with the electrical system here. I unplugged it because I was feeling little shocks. So making sure I'm not gonna get electrocuted here. All right, now that that is all in place, I'll throw in the tags and we should be good to go. And maybe. Oh no.
Well, how's that for a date night?
That's pretty good.
Found it. I'm finding myself wanting to like put in all of our camping stuff and like not decorate it, but like put our cute blankets, and I have pillowcases that might match the quilt. But tomorrow the car's getting inspected.
It has one big final step, well two. It has to pass the inspection tomorrow for safety, and then it has to go towards the customs and finalize the last document so that it can be legally here in Italy.
Stay tuned. Are you excited?
Yes! Look, I see the top! We should put it in the potty!
It's back here.
Wait, it's the potty on the potty! Not everybody!
Well, I just got home from work and this morning was very busy. I had to go to the Dogana's office or the customs office to take care of some paperwork. Pretty much I just had to pay someone to do all of the filing so that this is street legal for the long term while we're here in Italy. And then I also had to go to vehicle inspection for the base to get the vehicle inspected for safety issues, passed with flying colors, and then I picked up a fuel card so that we can use it to get discounts on our fuel here, which is one of the big perks for the job that I have. Right now the girls are inside the van exploring, just really excited to go, and now we're gonna start packing up. What do you think went in there? You said it was a laundry?
Yeah, what is that word?
This hot woman in the back, what are you doing?
Putting a twin mattress on the back because
A twin mattress sheet,
A
right?
twin mattress sheet.
Dad, can you show
We know we're gonna get stuff dirty, so this is just a temporary. We'll probably
I lost 2 teeth.
probably not want it to be white.
And not 2 teeth.
You didn't lose 2 teeth.
Welcome everybody to the bestest campervan. And then my dad's place comes under here. And this is going to be like the best day of my life. Check it out in here. It's so nice in here if you never check it out.
Packing this time around is kind of like a trial, so we're seeing how things like lay. I think we're gonna try and have the seats be down just so that we can see how it goes, so that we don't have like the seats up and then pack up too high in the back. We'll see. I think we'll be pretty tight just looking at the way, so we're gonna have to be creative over the next few attempts with this. Watch it. Now we've got to figure out how to get these things in our hiking backpack, because this comes very in handy when Noah is ready for nap time and we're on the trails. We've used it the last few weeks a few times and it has come in handy. Hopefully it can be as successful this weekend as it has been the other times.
Oh man, packing for a trip, especially in the time that we did, is always quite a rush. We're actually pretty good at it, to be honest. Tanner and I just tend to split into different roles and tackle it fairly fast. We're gonna treat you guys with a little preview of our next video. We're going to the Dolomites and we are so excited. hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the like button and the subscribe button. It means a lot. This is the start of what we hope is an incredible European summer with our camper van. Thanks for being here, and we'll catch you on the next video.